Hello there, everyone, and a very, very happy Thursday. So I have had a little bit of a time off, so I'm feeling a little bit strange. I feel like I haven't done this for a while, and it's probably been about a week and a half since I haven't been here. So hello, everyone that is out there. It's been a while. Hello, I hope that you're good. The lovely Roxy will be behind the alt new badge today, and she'll be popping in all of the links. As I wasn't here for the release, which was last Thursday, I will be playing with some release items. So please let me know the ones that you want to see. Hello there, everyone that has popped in. Hello there, Cece. Hey there, Nancy and Sue and Jill. Thank you so much for joining me. Also for giving me the nudge. If you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Alta New store. So you're going to be able to use that on any of the beautiful items that we do have in the shop. The comments, the winner will be picked at the end of the live and it will be added to the comment section. So I do hope that you're all good and that you've had a lovely time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to flick you guys down so we can get to playing. Hello there, everyone. Hey there. Cheryl and Carol and the lovely Teresa that has popped in. And hello there, Star Dragon. So I'm just kind of moving you down now. You know that it takes me a couple of little clicks. And just before I was about to start this live stream, I did break a nail. So I am sorry if it does kind of, dislodge itself. I did try, but hey, we'll see how it goes. So let me know if you do have like any good news or anything like that. It would be great. All right. So I have all of the beautiful stamp sets from the release. I'm not going to go through them. The reason being the release was last Thursday. I'm just kind of doing a recap live with them today. And I'm just going to be creating a couple of cards. So we're just going to take it nice and relaxed and create some pretty things. And what I'm going to do is I am actually going to start with the Meadow Reflections because this one was the one that intrigued me the most. So when I first saw the stamp set, it's one of those when I thought, it's beautiful, but I don't think I could do a lot with it. But it's one that you can. Oh, Teresa, you're getting your house painted. Oh, that's something fabulous. I'm glad that you are good. Oh, good, better weather. That's good. Oh, thank you, Hussein. I really do hope I've got that correct. I am sorry if I didn't. I'm not great with pronunciations. Oh, Sarah, that's great. Congratulations to your husband on becoming an electrician. So, yay. Yay! Okay, so Sue has ordered this one, so we're going to play. I'm going to create a background, and then I'm going to stamp on top of it, and then I'm going to make the images not look like the images on here. So hopefully we're good. Teresa, what color did you go for? Did you go for a yellow house or a gray house? Let me know. So I have the satin masking tape from Alt New. I find this to be the best masking tape that I've used, and it's really, really good. So I'm just lining my panel up onto my cutting mat. My panel itself is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm just going to take about 1/2 inch off the bottom and top. And my panel I'm just going to have on the side. Oh, Nancy, I'm so glad. I hope that you're all good with it. There's no reactions. I hope that second booster gets you nicely protected. So we have that down there. And I'm going to add some more. Okay. So, and I'm going to add a 1/2 inch border down here. So I'm just kind of lining it up with the top lines and then the bottom lines because each of the little sections is 1/4 inch. So I'm just going over 2. I'm not really doing a lot of measuring. It's just really 2 squares up, putting the tape down, 2 squares down, putting the tape down. So we're good. Okay, and then I'm going to move this over, and I'm going to go around about there. I'm thinking that's a good size for this panel. Whoops. As you can see, no measure in there. It was just like, yep, that works. All right, so once I have that, I'm going to add a little bit of sky. Oh, Nancy, I hope that it's okay and you'll be okay in the morning. You should be. Okay, I'm using icy water, and I just have a large blending tool. As you can tell, this one isn't necessarily for this one, but it's for my blues, so I'm just going to go with it. It may have a tinge of like Aqualicious or some Volcano Lake, more of the lighter blues, so we're just kind of making a mix of blues. I didn't really do that great a job of blending. You can see that it's all kind of misty, but you know what? I'm going to stay with that. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to try and blend that out too much. Maybe kind of try and create more of some swirls. I think it looks kind of moody, like a really moody sky. I don't know. There we go. I'm looking at kind of swirls, like smoke. Oh, I'm so glad I picked this one out first, because I have 2 ideas for this one. So, you know, at least if we just get these 2 ideas first, that's a good. Right, so I'm going to pull these away now. I do kind of keep these on the edge of my cutting mat, and I use them again. I'm sorry if you see all these eraser bits. My daughter was at my desk before I was. So Tilly has been sat here most of the day. Yes, we do have butterflies. I'm not going to use the butterflies in the first one, but I am for the second one. So that was my plan. But you know me, I start things and then I get distracted with other things, and then things happen. And I think that's the way crafts should happen. I think they could evolve. I ripped that bit quite badly. But you know what? I'm not going to worry. Everything's going to be fine. So I have this, and I'm going to go for these. I think this one looks like a bulrush. I don't know if that's the correct name for them. That's what I used to call them. So they're like little plants that grow out of ponds. And this one to me looks like an iris. So that's the way I'm going to color these. Thanks, Sue. Yeah. Sometimes I do go a little bit funny, but we're going to be okay. So I'm going to add this down. Now I want to add this in a color that I can see, but in one that I can color over. So I have my little iris, and I'm going to go, I don't want to go too, I reckon I could go icy water again. So this is the one that I use for the background. I'm going to use this to stamp the images. Because I'm stamping with them, it should be darker. If it's not dark enough, I can take a different color. I'm not going to worry too much. Bulrush. Yes. Okay. I don't know if it was just like a Welsh-British thing with the bulrushes. I don't know. So at least I got that correct. So we have that one stamped. And you can see that is darker. And I'm going to go with that bulrush too. And the sentiments in here are beautiful sentiments as well. So we have things like, today be simply grateful, take time to let go. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come, is one of my favorite ones from the set. So I'm just inking this up. Now, if you wanted to, you could color over these using some markers, but I am going to go in with pencils. I have that slightly down a bit. Ooh, Looks like I've forgotten to stamp from my time away. We should be okay. Alright. So, let's do a bit of colouring. I will move you guys down. Hopefully that's good enough where you are. Oh! Is it the wispy one? Is this a cattail or is this supposed to be a cattail? I don't know. I don't know. I think this one's bamboo. But I mean, if you color it in a certain way, you can get this to look how you want it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dark yellow, and because I think all irises have like this yellow kind of mouth here, I am going to add a bit of that yellow just at the tips or the base of that. I'm going to pull that out a little bit with a lighter yellow, and I'm just scribbling this colour in. There's no fancy colouring going on. Nothing to see here. Right, so there we go. I'm then going to grab some purples. Oh, yes, they are very pretty in the watercolour one as well. So I'm starting with that the lightest purple, and I'm just going to add that in. You can change the look of these petals. So I'm actually going out of the line or out of the solid area to add a little bit of purple around the outside of that one. You don't have to, but you also don't need to think that these need to stay perfectly as they are, because they do not. You can add in extra petals if you want to, because it's going to look like this has been no line colored. So if I wanted to, I could kind of pull that petal in a little bit more. As you can see, I've just added a line in there, and I've changed the look of that one. I mean, not greatly. I didn't change the look completely, but I still pulled that out a little bit. I'm then going to take a different purple. This is the Cosmic Berry. This is more of a purpley color. I mean, like more of a pinky purple. Let us know if you've got any like really good tips with pencils or anything like that. We all like to know. We're all here to share tips and techniques, and not just to hear me humming. Alright, and I'm going to actually add some dark blue to this as well, because you can. I think that would look quite cool right on the very ends. And you can layer these colors as well. So if you did this one like really light, you could go over it with the purple to create that purple to look darker. I did see other irises though, so I do like a little bit of gardening. I'm not great. My plants, some of them like me, some of them haven't learned to love me yet. But I did see some really pretty coloured irises, and they were not like the normal purple colours that I'd seen. They were more of like the orangey colours, and I thought they were gorgeous. So hopefully I may be able to get those to grow. I did have a blue, like a purple one, but the slugs the slugs have got on. Yes, if you do have any ideas on how to get rid of slugs nicely, that would be appreciated so I could actually see the irises that I do have. So my bulrushes in my brain, they are like really dark brown colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color in with a lighter brown first. This one is the paper bag. And I'm just going in ever so lightly just to add in like a base of color for this one. I'm just scribbling it away. I do want like a little dot. Oh no, don't chew the ends of these ones. You would end up with like really beautifully colored teeth though. Okay, so I've gone in really lightly on that. And instead of kind of coloring with this one is the Sicilian amber. I'm going to draw really small circles. Because that's how I remember them being. We used to go a lot of the time to the forest when we were little. It was quite close. And there was little ponds in there. And I'm sure the little bulrushes were all like circular. I don't know, but I think they were. So I'm just drawing little circles in here. And that's going to give me like a really great texture. Oh, Linda, yes, this will be on replay for you to watch as well. Hopefully, if I can grab some better light in, you can see the texture on that one now. Hopefully. And if you want to add some darker ones, where you've done them circles, you could do semicircles. So I'm just doing like really small semicircles, and this will give you more of a look of the circles that we've just drawn in. And I'm not doing them perfectly, they're here and there, and that's going to give us interest in that as well. Okay, there you go. So we have that done. Let's go in some really dark green. So this is the mangrove root. It's near enough brown, and I am just going to add that to the ends of all of these little leafy parts that we have here. Okay. There's some little leaves coming down there, so we can add those in. You can add extra leaves in because you're getting that no line colored look. We can add in a lot more than what is there. Maybe we want an extra leaf here, which I will do to kind of color in this space. So I've just added parts of a leaf. Just adding that under there because that will be the darkest. I'm going to go in with some moss now. And I'm just kind of going over that colour that I've just used, but pulling it out a bit more. And you can see that I'm not really worrying too much about staying within this little stamped image that we've got. Just pull that out, and all I'm doing is flicking the colour out. I'm starting at the top, then lifting my pencil. It's kind of like a circular motion. And I do find with this kind of technique, the quicker you do it, the better it's going to look. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a lighter green, and I'm going to go in with the grass field. And this time I'm just kind of pulling all of those colors together and just going over the whole of that little leaf image. And then this one that we've created. Let's just make him go all the way up there. And he looks okay. He fills in the gap that we had. There you go. So there is our little card with that one. Star Dragon, it is easy. You just need to just play and just let things go. Just give some flicks away and it'll be great. We have a sentiment here that says, take a moment to reflect. I think that would be so cute if it fits in. If it doesn't, no, it doesn't. We can use something else. End the day with a clean heart. That'll fit in there. And I'm going to stamp that in with some obsidian. This is a very, very pretty set, and there's lots that you can do with it. It was one of those, like I said at the start, it was like, it's pretty, but I don't know how much I can do with it. And then it's one that you start playing with and then you just can't put away because you can get so many different looks from this. It's really good. So I just have that, and then there's my little first idea out the way. The next idea, I am going to need to turn my heat tool on, is butterflies. And I wanted to do them on some vellum. So that's what I'm going to do. So I have some vellum. This is from Alter New. It's really quite thick. It's a beautiful weight vellum. I am going to use those pencils again, so I'm not going to pop them away. But I am going to stamp all of these butterflies that we have. They are so, so pretty. Melinda, some of it did smear a little bit. I would recommend just getting an eraser and just getting rid of the smear marks, or you can blow it off. As we all know, I'm a little bit of a messy crafter, and I do make marks, finger marks. And then I believe that maybe they're just there so people know that it was me that actually made that card, because, you know, it's my fingerprint on it. No one else can say it was theirs. All right, so I'm just going to be using some anti-static powder. My anti-static powder is baby powder. And I am going to pull you guys out a little bit because I forgot that I pulled you in so down. And let's do some stamping of these beautiful butterflies. I do want 5. So I'm just using some clear embossing ink from Alter New. I'm going to stamp 2 of him. And I did have some plain paper and some white embossing powder. Now, when I emboss these with vellum, I always go from behind. I don't know why. It always seems to be a little trick that I do, but going from behind makes it the particles not being able to move at all. Oh, I thought I did put that on, but obviously I didn't. Yes, Sarah, you could. You would need to use a really darker ink for that. That would be really cool. I'm just going to heat set. And on vellum, it doesn't take long to heat set either. So there is 2 beautiful butterflies. These butterflies are so pretty. They're like impressionistic butterflies because they're not all there, but we know what they are. But yes, very, very pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp 1 of each of the rest. I did want an odd number, so that's why I did 1. Oh, Sarah, that is a very pretty idea. That would be beautiful. Maybe we should try. Oh, I'm going to try that one again because that was a bit rubbish. Oh, I think I smudged that one a little bit. We will see. We will see. See, that one didn't stamp very well at all. Okay, and then we've got that one more here. I'm going to stamp this 2 times because I do want to try out Sarah's idea as well. So, yeah. Full credit to Sarah when we do the pond reflection one. Let's stamp it over that twice. Okay. Oh, Christine. It reminds me of the Cheshire Cat, you know. Not all There's another fingerprint, so everyone knows it's by me. Oops. Got a little bit excited. Things nearly went everywhere. All right. I will be using that again to create the reflection part. Right. So what I'm going to do is, this is the side that we heat emboss, and you can see just how pretty they are. And I do want to add a bit of color to these. That one isn't heat embossed very well. So what I am going to do is I am going to flip these over, and I'm going to do my coloring from the back side, and this is going to give me a really softer look. So if I color on the back there, you can see that that's really dark, but when I flip that over, it's give you a really shadow effect. So you do want to check out the colors before you do use them. All right, so I'm just gonna have a play with these, and I'm doing it quite light. I'm not gonna scribble away too much. That's one of my favorite ones. That's the Galactic Stream. Let's do a pinky one. Sorry, Roxanne, I didn't tell you what it was. It was the Pure White Embossing Powder. I'm sorry. Or did I say crystal clear? I might have. So I'm just scribbling in the color from the base of the wing. I was going to say petal. I've been coloring flowers too much. And I'm just flicking that color out. And I'm not even trying to color in all of the edges. So when I flip that over, you can see that we've got a really soft looking color. If you did want it to look like this, you can color from the other side, but it is going to be a little bit more difficult to do that. Scribble, scribble, scribble. I'm just going to add some volcano lake over there. These are all going to be very pretty and very rainbow colored. So this one's going to have to be a reddy one. So did anyone have a favorite stamp from the last release? Or did you like the greenhouse die? Oh, I thought that was so cute. I don't have a real greenhouse, so the only greenhouse that I do have at the minute is that greenhouse image. Oh, it's so very sweet. So I've got some reds, purples, blues, and yellows I'm missing, and greens. Let's go with this one. So as you can see, it's really not a lot of skill in this. I'm just grabbing some colors and I'm just throwing them down. And this one over here is going to be green. I'm trying to figure out, I think he lives like that. And some yellow for this one. We do have the dies. So that, I need another one. I think I'm going to go blue again. And maybe purple. Yeah, it's a really good way of coloring, you know. You can really just slosh that color down and it's going to look fab. Yeah, I was trying to get it a little bit darker through here, so I was kind of going quite dark, but if you wanted it lighter, you don't have to have push as hard as I was as well. Okay. So Bob, I just used a mix of all the different colors from the woodless coloring pencils. I just grabbed them and threw them down. Okay. Oh yes, Sarah, the earth set with the clouds is so very clever. And you could also use that cloud portion to just create the moon. I think that would work as well. I reckon we should give that a go. Okay, I did have the dies for these somewhere. I've kept them very safe. And very safe means somewhere where I don't know where they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim these out. So these, you can get the dies. So I'm just going to try and be very quick. Yay, rainbow butterflies. That's my kind of like, what is a whole cluster of butterflies called? I would like to know. A collective noun for butterflies. Please let me know. Yes, Bob, I did use the woodless coloring pencils from Alton New, and they are a pack of 36, I believe. And I just used some random ones in that. Okay. I'm sorry that you have to watch me fussy cut. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. We'll get through it. And then we'll get the other idea in with Sarah as well. Sarah's idea. Oh yeah, I like the space one too, Sarah. I've got a little boy, although he's not so little anymore. So I do try to make cards for him that are not flowery, although sometimes he gets a flowery card, but he's good enough to say how beautiful it is instead of Mum, I really don't want flowers anymore. But yeah, so I do try. Oh, Sarah, a kaleidoscope or swarm. I like the kaleidoscope. Swarm makes me think of things that are not as happy to see me as I am them. But yeah, a kaleidoscope sounds good. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm hoping I remember that. Hoping. Oh no, Sarah, never too old for space stuff. He's got like a little lamp that goes round with all the planets on. That's cool. But yeah, I think he's getting too old for me plying him with flowers though. Oh, but he's nearly a teenager now, so maybe. There we go. I just have two more. Yeah, a kaleidoscope of butterflies. Now we need like a kaleidoscope background, and then we can kind of play with the pun of the kaleidoscope of butterflies. If we did the kaleidoscope back, and then the butterflies. That would be cool. Okay, just one more. And I was going to keep one of these anyway. I'm sorry about my fussy cutting. It's not up to scratch. I bet you as soon as I put one thing away, the dies for the butterflies will be right there. Oh, I could Sue. He's not a baby anymore, but he's still my baby. He'll always be my baby. Okay, so I have my butterflies. I'm stealing one, this one, for Sarah's idea. And then we have these beautiful butterflies. What I'm going to do is create a really easy background. I have the Hawaiian Shores brush markers. They were just to the side, and I think these will work fine. I'm just going to scribble on some colour onto my dirty craft mat. So that is the turquoise, and we have a blue colour in here as well, Persian blue. Okay, remove that out of the way. I'm just going to spritz that with my fine mister. It's been a while since I've done a smooshed background, and I think these butterflies will look good on a smooshed background. Ooh, look how cool that was. Nancy, I wouldn't really recommend watercolor on vellum. Reason being, as soon as like water hits vellum, it starts to curl. Even if I take this piece here, if I just place it down, it will start to curl upwards because it doesn't really like water that much. I mean, you can give it a go. I would try and keep it as dry as possible. So yes, we do. Yes, we do. So there we go. So we have a little smooshed background now. And I'm going to have to kind of heat set this a little. Normally I would have let that dry with like a book on it, something really quite hard. I would have then run it through my laminator to make sure it was nice and flat. Oh, Via, I've never tried watercoloring on vellum. Maybe it's something we should give a go. So we have this really cool background just by adding some watercolor brush markers to our surface, spraying it a little bit, and then just placing a piece of cardstock in it. This was just a normal piece of cardstock. So this is an 80-pound classic Crest solar white piece of cardstock. So it wasn't even watercolor, and you are still able to get these really beautiful backgrounds as well. Okay, so we have our kind of sky image. I want a really big sentiment, or the biggest sentiment that I can get. I think the one that I have to hand really is this thank you sentiment from the Castle Garden. Stamp that in obsidian. And they're going to kind of hug it or be floating away from it. It is very warped, so I'm sorry. Hopefully I got that straight. I don't think I did. No, that's not very straight at all. Oh, never mind. And I am going to kind of pinch these up a little bit. I'm putting my nail along the body and just folding those up. I've run out of Ultimate glue pen, which I'm very upset about. I could use foam tape. Why didn't I use foam tape? Never mind. I've used some wet glue now. Yeah, I always use a laminator. I think they work really well. Also, your die cutting machine will work as well to flatten things out as well. Iron would be a good way to do it too. Yeah, good call. So I am bending my little images up. I haven't done them in proper rainbow order. Oh, that's going to cover the thank you. I need to twist him. Oh, it's probably still covering. Oh, I think we can get away with it maybe. Just that. I would have liked a larger sentiment on this one, but hey. I think it's working. Okay, I have this one. I maybe should have put further down because that's really quite bright, but hey, we have some fluttering butterflies. I do like adding, oops, he did not want to live there. But I do like adding butterflies just down by their bodies and then having the wings come up. It does add a really pretty, like whimsical and playful look as well. All right, I'm going to move that one up. Now, okay. I think this is what Sarah had in her mind. I may be taking it the wrong way. I'm sorry, Sarah, if I am, but this is what I was imagining. So we have our beautiful butterfly from before, and I think she's, you know, taking a stroll along a beautiful pond. So I'm going to have her about there. So I'm going to stamp her underneath the vellum, and this is going to be acting as our water. So this is the same image that I've used here, but I want to kind of do it so she's going that way. Okay, so her head down. No, heads up, heads up. Yes, like that. Okay, all right. Okay, and let's stamp it. I mean, we're not going to be able to get the reflection just yet. I'm wondering if I should try watercoloring on this now as well. It's in my head. It's in there now. Heat set. Okay, so we've heat set that, and that's going to be our water. I'm going to take a panel, and I am going to add some blue to this. I do want my large blending tool again. I'm going to go in with some Winter Lake this time to add more of a dark color. And I kind of want this going down the middle. So this is the Winter Lake color. So it's going to have the darker strip down the middle. I'm just going to move that out. All right, okay. So we've got our little butterfly, whose name is Belinda, and she's liking it there, but she can also see herself in the reflection. So what we did is we stamped it on this side, and then when we turn it over, you can see that we do have a mirror effect going on. I do want to add some of her color on. So to do that, I'm going to have to add that on the side that we have heat embossed. All right, so I am just going to add it in. And I do have to be careful when doing this so I don't scrape off the heat embossing that we've just done. So you are having to get into those little areas. Unlike before when we turned it over and we colored on the other side, you are really going to have to get into those little areas that you can see it there. Okay. But I mean, it's a reflection, so not always perfect, right? Okay. And what I also want to do is to give a bit more of a reflection look about it. So I'm just going to grab some Galactic Stream, and I am just going to add some, like, just some strips of color to give the impression of water. Okay, are we tearing the top too? Okay, we can do it. Okay, what we do need to do is apply this down. And with vellum like this, I would recommend applying it from behind. Okay. Oops. So we're popping it down, making sure that we're happy with that, and then flipping it over. Hopefully I don't get it too dirty. going to trim off like a 40-degree angle, 45-degree angle even. And then I can pull those up. Get rid of that. I maybe should have just thought about what I was doing beforehand. Never mind, we're good. Things are happening. There we go. And then you can take that down from behind. Add a sentiment, especially that reflection one that we had. This time I am going to add with foam tape. So I just folded the body down, added the tape behind the little body. That's going to stop it being seen so much. And we'll get rid of some of that. It's a little bit excessive for a little butterfly. And then place that down. So this is a really great way to get a mirror image effect without not having to kind of do a really difficult stamping technique. It's just turning that vellum over to give that kind of water look there. So we have played with the very pretty Meadow Reflections stamp set today. I will bring it in, and it does have some really great images on there, and we've created 3 different looks with this one. I don't know where the other look is. I'm looking for the other look. There we go. So we created a reflected butterfly. We have done a no line color effect with the solid images. And then we've also created some really beautiful floaty butterflies there. Okay. Right, I'm going to move you guys up now. Thank you so much for joining me and the lovely Roxanne today. Roxanne has been popping in all of the links. Thank you, Roxanne, for helping me out so much and popping them in. Thank you so much for everyone for joining me. I really do hope that you have a great rest of the week and also a beautiful weekend, and that you also do have a spot of time to craft as well. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you're all good. Sue, I'm glad that you got a surprise gift as well. And hopefully you had a great as time as I did today creating things for you. Have a great night. See you soon. Bye-bye.